Well, you can see how choppy this is. I don't know. I guess you could say that my name is Steve Carruthers. I have another alias that some people would know me as from my earlier years, which would be Steve Scott. For first fact, the one thing that everyone should absolutely know about me is that I love Jesus with all my heart. For some people that's going to sound pretty sketch, but the way I like to describe it is that I'm passionate about Him, I'm doing my best to follow Him, and I am a screw-up just like everyone else. So, if you think I'm a Christian who thinks that I'm better than you, I don't. Random fact that you might want to know, off track, but I often leave MSN on. So if I'm recording something and you hear a ping, that's probably MSN. But yeah, anyway, back to the original thing. I love Jesus, and I really can't stand it when people who are Christian, they try to say they're Christian, but they don't live it. That's my biggest beef with Christians, or people who claim to be, those who don't live it and aren't actually doing their best, or those who know better and they don't actually do better. Yeah. Second thing. Family heritage. That would... Man, I got a lot of family heritage. I'll start off with the side I know least about, and that would be not Dutch at all, Welsh. I don't know how I got the two mixed up. If you're Dutch, you ain't much. Anyway, yeah, so part Welsh, it somehow goes back to Duchess of Wales, and my grandparents own a steel picture of this woman whom I'm related to. Second of all, we'll go with the crazies in the family, and that would go back to, I believe, who is it? Marie Antoinette and Louis XVI. Somehow related to them. They were killed off because Marie Antoinette said that the poor people should eat cake. There's more to it than that, but go to social studies and you'll learn it. And so my family moved out here, well, out to Canada, along the St. Lawrence River in the 1640s, I believe it is. And ever since then, the family has owned that patch of land. That goes back on the Villeneuve side of the family. So if you're big into racing or anything like that, Jacques and Gilles Villeneuve. I believe Jacques is like a second cousin to me. And actually on Facebook, I did a quiz, and the likeness quiz, who I look like that's famous, and it actually ended up putting me as looking most like my second cousin, Jacques. The Scottish side, the most important, the coolest side of who I am. I'm not cheap, although I kind of am. Heritage, Braveheart. Braveheart, if you've seen it, has a guy named Robert the Bruce. He's the guy that backstabs William Wallace, basically. And I'm a, what do we call it? Descendant. It's John A. Macdonald, the first Prime Minister of Canada. He's like a great uncle or something like that. It's the third one. There's a name that I randomly throw out. You know, someone will be like, Morgan Freeman. I don't know. Yeah. Morgan Freeman. Alright. Number 4. Airsoft guns. So, the first time it was taken away was at Bible College. I was sitting in my dorm room, and I decided I wanted to start shooting at a lamppost. Now, that wasn't smart. First off, we weren't supposed to be shooting the guns inside the building. However, I was shooting them inside the building, but I decided that the bullets weren't going inside the building for long. The building maybe held the bullets in their mid-flight path for roughly 0.3 seconds because they were flying out the window at this little pole, and it was dark, and people, whenever they'd walk by or I heard somebody, I'd stop, and the cars would come by and I'd stop for them, and then I'd start shooting again. And one of the few times that I ended up missing this pole, there was a group of guys walking by, and I accidentally shot one of them in the face. He kind of had a little welt, like right there. And the dean of students didn't appreciate that, so he took away my gun. The second time it was taken away was I was gonna assassinate my friend at a Christmas banquet for the Bible college again. By the way, by this point, my incident with about 3 others got the guns banned from campus altogether, and so now, like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago now, my gun was taken away because I was assassinating my friend Nate, and I shot him underneath the table, and somehow the dean of students knew. Favorite chocolate bars, Mars bars. Those are pretty cool. They're the best. It's the best. I play guitar. It's a random fact. It's not one of the 5, but I figured Mars bars wasn't good enough. So I'm gonna do you a little ditty that I'm gonna make up. If you want to see my shirt, it says "My governor can beat up your governor." I got it at Value Village. Yeah, but this is my guitar. This is my beauty. It's seen hundreds of faces from up on a stage, but my last guitar saw thousands of people. Not all at once, unfortunately, but the guitars are way cooler than me. So this is a song that I'll write for you on the spot. I'm gonna go emo right now. And I want you to know, that you can be famous, this I know. I don't know, but yes. This is an old song I wrote. I want to be a garbage man, then I can put things in a can. I get to drive a really big truck. It would be lots of fun to drive a garbage truck. Drive a garbage truck and think, oh, what the fun it is to drive a garbage truck. It would be fun to dig through other people's trash. You get to see what they all did last night, whether they put spaghetti or cantaloupes in the trash. I would garbage man and collect your trash.
You're trash. You're trash. Being garbage when it live in a can or out of a bottle and drown myself in it. 'Cause I'd hate my job collecting other people's trash. That mustn't be fun.